Hello Divas, welcome back to Triple D's YouTube channel. This is Jules from Dip Nails by Jules. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 4 different ways to stamp using some very exciting new products from Triple D. The supplies you're going to need is the Triple D stamping plate. I was so excited to see some stamping items in the January Diva box. You're also going to need the clear jelly stamper, a scraper card, and the brand new Triple D foil stamping polish. You're going to need a chrome pen or some transfer foils. And then you will also need either tape or a lint roller to clean off your plate and your stamper, some nail polish remover or acetone, and a little piece of paper towel to clean off your plate. I am a gel top coat kind of girl, so I like to use the gel base and top coat. Before I get into the stamping, I wanted to share with you my little trick for kind of saving your stampers. So when I first got my box, I accidentally set my stamper down on a paper towel that had some acetone, and as you can see, it made the bottom part of my stamper cloudy. So I'm just going to add some gel top coat to the back of my stamper and then cure it for 60 seconds. After I learned this trick, I actually started doing gel top coat over the bottoms of all of my stampers because you want your stampers at the bottom to remain nice and clear so that you can see where you're placing your stamp at onto your nail. So I just wanted to share this little trick with you guys because I know a lot of people end up going out and just buying all new stampers because they've messed theirs up. So I went ahead and just cured that for 60 seconds. And as you can see, now my stamper is good as new. I can see totally through it just like I want to. So I'm going to be showing you 4 different stamping techniques on some swatches. I am using colors that were included in the January Diva box. So this is a gorgeous light pink. I have 4 different swatches. I'm going to go ahead and add a thin coat of gel base to all of my swatches, and then I'm going to cure for 30 seconds. I have a 72 watt lamp, so you may need to cure for a little bit longer depending on the wattage of your lamp. So now that I have my gel base applied, I'm going to show you how to just do a basic stamp. So I'm going in with my foil stamping polish. You can use this as a regular stamping polish if you want to. And that's what I'm going to show you here. I'm just going to add a little bit to the design. I'm going to do a very quick and gentle swipe. And then I like to pick up with my jelly stamper in the opposite direction that I swiped with my scraper card. And I apologize if you can hear my puppy drinking water in the background. So then you can go around with tape or your lint roller and clean up any excess. Then you're just going to want to line it up wherever you want it to be on your nail and just roll to place your design. And it is that simple. And as you watch me stamp, you will see why it's so important to have that nice clear backing on the bottom of your stamper. And just because I wanted to add a little bit more to this design, I love this little love word at the bottom of the plate. So I'm just really quickly gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna scrape up and then I'm gonna use my jelly stamper and pick it up in the opposite direction. And I'm just gonna clean off any excess. You can also clean off excess with the actual scraper card too, which you will see me do in a little bit. And then I'm just going to position my stamp where I want it to be and just roll to place. And it is that simple. So that is how you do a basic stamp design. So to clean off your plate, you want to use, you can use regular nail polish remover or you can use pure acetone, whichever you want to use, and just clean off your plate really well. Now I'm going to show you how to do a layered stamping design. So for this, if you're not using chrome or foil, you are gonna need a second stamping polish. So for the base of my stamp, I'm gonna do in the red. So I've applied my polish, I'm gonna scrape upwards, and then I'm going to roll in the opposite direction to pick it up with my stamper. And then I'm just going to clean off any excess with my lint roller, and also I'm going to show you how to use a scraper card. I like using the scraper card to get really super close to it, even though if you were doing this on your nail, that excess, you could technically leave it on there, but it would end up getting all over your skin and it would just add for more cleanup. So the more you can get off of the stamper before you place it on your nail, the better off you will be. So I'm just gonna make sure this is nice and cleaned off, and then I will grab my swatch or your nail and position it on there, and then just roll to place the stamp design. I love this design so much. This is gonna be such a cute look for Valentine's Day, which is right around the corner. So that is the base for my little 2-layered design that I'm gonna do. So I went ahead and cleaned off my plate, and now I'm gonna do the outline, and I'm gonna use a white stamping polish for my outline just to make the design pop a little bit more. So I'm just going to apply my stamping polish the same exact way. I like to place mine on the bottom when it is a full nail stamp. I like to apply my polish at the bottom and scrape up, and then do the opposite direction to pick it up with my jelly stamper. So that's all I'm going to do here. I'm going to clean it off, and then I'm going to place it on my swatch. Really quick, I thought I would add that the reason I like to do gel base on my nails before I stamp is because I want a little protective layer in case I mess up my stamp. I don't want to repetitively mess up and have to wipe my nail down with acetone, because as we know, the same thing that we're going to use to clean off any mistakes is the same thing that we would use to soak off our dip powder. So if you make too many mistakes, you can end up actually eating away at some of your dip. So I like to do that little protective layer of the gel base. It just gives me a little reassurance that if I make a mistake, because I'm human, I'm not perfect, I can just wipe it off with some acetone and I don't have to worry about messing up my dip powder underneath. So now I'm going to show you how you can both chrome and foil with this foil stamping polish. I forgot to mention in the beginning that you're going to need a little bit of rubbing alcohol. So I've applied my gel base and I cured it for 30 seconds. And you're going to want to wipe off this tacky layer if you're doing the chrome or the transfer foil. And you want to use the gel base because if you use the gel top coat, even though it's cured and it doesn't have a sticky layer, it'll have a shine to it. And if you go to chrome over that, you're going to end up chroming over top of your whole entire nail, and we want to be able to just chrome our little stamp design. So I went ahead and just picked up the design that I want to do, which is this adorable little bird. I'm just going to place it on my nail as normal. And the only thing I'm going to do different now is I'm going to open up one of the sides of my chrome pen, and I'm just going to pat the chrome on. You don't want to rub, you just want to pat it. If you rub it, you could end up smearing your design, and you don't want to do that. So patting it works just great. And then you're going to want to give that a couple seconds to dry, and then you can take a little dusting brush and just dust off any excess chrome powder. And I thought it would be fun to show you a little layered design with the chrome effect underneath. So I'm going to go back in with that same red foil stamping polish, and I'm going to pick up the outline of the bird now. So I'm just applying a little bit of the polish. I'm gonna give it a quick gentle swipe, and with a really gentle hand, go in the opposite direction and pick it up. And now I'm just going to clean off any excess polish that's on my stamper that I don't want to end up being transferred onto my nail. And then all I'm gonna do is line it up the best that I can. This does take practice with the layered designs, but once you get the hang of it, it is super easy. So I'm just going to lay it on my nail over top of that design. And then you can see the little outline with the chrome little bird underneath. I think that is such a cute design. So fun. So now I'm gonna go ahead and clean off my plate, and then I will show you how to pretty much do the same thing, but we're gonna use transfer foil instead of the chrome. So you're gonna wanna do the same thing with the gel base and wipe off that tacky layer. I just really wanted to use the blue foil. I just thought it was so pretty. So for this swatch, I used Peekaboo, which is a UV color changer that goes from a really pretty classic red to a light baby pink almost. It's really pretty and is going to be so great for Valentine's Day. So now I'm going to just apply some of that transfer foil sticky stamping polish to the design that I want to pick up. I'm going to give it a quick swipe with my scraper card, pick it up again in the opposite direction with my stamper, and then I'm going to clean off any excess, and then I will stamp it on my nail. And the same thing that I did with the chrome pen, I'm gonna do with the transfer foil. This color is so fun, the dip and the foil polish, because you could leave it just as is and do an actual peekaboo nail, and you will only see the design when the dip powder changes colors. And there is our little foil design using the foil stamping polish in the transfer foils. So I'd like to, like I said, I'm a gel top coat kind of girl, so I do give my stamps a good like 5-10 minutes to fully dry before I apply my gel top coat. You could use a smudge-free top coat if you have one on hand. But I find that just giving my nails a good amount of time to dry works just fine. I don't have any smudging or smearing or any type of imperfections like that. But I do like to float my gel top coat over the top, and then I go ahead and cure for 60 seconds. So I went ahead and top coated and cured the other 3, and you can really see that UV color changer in the 4th swatch, which before we put it in the lamp was that nice, gorgeous Valentine's-y red color. But now you can see it's a couple shades lighter than the other Diva dip on the other swatches. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and we will catch you in our next one. Bye guys.